Hello and welcome to this presentation on iLearnReliability. In this presentation, what if we already understand reliability? Sometimes it is said we don't need training, we already understand the need to be reliable. And it's fair to say that reliability is not rocket science. You know, there's not a lot of really complicated things to understand that make the concept difficult to understand. But the question is, if everyone understands it, why don't you have a reliable plant? Because I'm assuming you don't have a reliable plant or you wouldn't be looking at iLearnReliability. But anyway, it's a good question. If everyone understands, why isn't the plant more reliable than it is? Here's a quote attributed to Albert Einstein. "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results." So a lot of times people are saying, oh yeah, we're trying to improve reliability, but in actual fact nothing's changing, so why would you expect reliability to improve if everyone has the same level of understanding and basically understands the same sorts of practices? Another great quote while we're at it is, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Now, maybe that applies to your plant, but you have certain practices, you're doing things a certain way, and even though everyone has the best intentions, the fact is perhaps that your plant's not terribly reliable, so you've got to make some changes. I love this particular quote. On February 12, 2002, Donald Rumsfeld famously said, "There are known knowns. There are things we know that we know. There are known unknowns. That is to say, there are things that we now know we don't know. But there are also unknown unknowns. There are things we do not know we don't know." So first, you may believe that there are known knowns, things you know you know. You may think you know what's critical, which assets and failure modes are causing you problems, and what the solutions are. But this is where Mark Twain comes in. He said, "It ain't what you know that's getting you into trouble. It's what you think you know that just ain't so." So, are you sure you know what you think you know? So, let's explore why iLearnReliability might help. The whole point of that, by the way, in case you're not sure, it's one thing to sort of believe you understand the problems that you're facing and understand the solutions to those problems, but you have to be really sure you know. You have to be really sure, otherwise you can never solve those problems because you may not understand them, or you may think you know what the solution is, but that's just not the case. So let's have a look at iLearnReliability. The need for reliability is understood. However, do people know what is causing the unreliability? Does everyone understand how important reliability is? In other words, you may understand the need to make the changes, but it's just not that important, or seemingly to people. They may not think they can make those changes. And are tasks actually being performed correctly? You may have procedures, you may have the right tools. That doesn't mean to say that people are actually doing things correctly. The need for reliability is understood, however, continued. Have you benchmarked your plant? Do you know where you stand in relation to other plants? Do you have KPIs so that you know where you stand and whether you're actually making any improvements? Do you measure OEE, for example, the overall equipment effectiveness? It's a useful one. Do you communicate your progress? So if you are making changes, do you have those KPIs and do you report to senior management just what progress you're making and where the gaps still lie? And do you even have senior management support? Do they believe in the need for reliability improvement, and are they supporting your initiative? And continued, do you have an accurate master asset list? Do you have an asset criticality ranking? A ranking that everyone believes in, where you have buy-in by everyone, understanding really what is critical and what is not. That's a big topic right there. Have you studied failure modes at all? Do you understand PF intervals, those sorts of things? Is root cause failure analysis performed when equipment fails? Do you know why it fails, and do you take measures to avoid that failure in the future? Are bearings stored and installed correctly? Are machines operated correctly? Are machines lubricated correctly? Are machines precision aligned, for example? There's lots of other things we could look at. Is there precision torquing and tightening techniques followed? Let's keep looking at those. Do planners understand and believe in condition-based maintenance? One of the greatest frustrations of condition monitoring people is that the people making the maintenance decisions don't really believe in it and sort of fall back to their older time-based techniques, or they wait until someone can really hear the machine is really screaming or the bearings are hot before they make decisions. Is the condition monitoring program set up correctly? Are condition monitoring staff involved with improving reliability, or just finding the problems that exist because of lack of reliability? Are condition monitoring technicians properly certified to do their job? It's another thing, you see people who are, oh yeah, I can do vibration analysis. They're making all kinds of mistakes because they haven't been properly trained. So if you can answer yes to all those questions, you're doing all those things correctly, then, well, your plant should be reliable. If you said yes to all of those things, even if you said no to just a couple. But if you said no, then you do need iLearnReliability. Even if people believe they want the plant to be more reliable, you've seen now all the reasons why changes are needed, and iLearnReliability provides the education, the strategy, and the sort of buy-in and awareness so that change will occur. So it provides you the strategy, the training, and creates the buy-in from the top to the bottom of the organization. There's lots more that we could say about iLearnReliability and this particular topic, but we're trying to keep these movies as short as possible. If you're ready to take the next step, we'd love to talk to you about the financial options, just to see what it will cost. Maybe it's not as expensive as you think. If you're still not convinced, we can even set up a trial account for you so you can see it in action. And if you don't have any contacts with one of our resellers or someone at Mobius Institute, please just email learn@mobiusinstitute.com. Thank you very much for viewing this presentation.